Now we are live because I have the microphone turned on. Welcome back, everybody, to a Bri on the nose today. Welcome, hello, everybody. I haven't even gotten the live stream up. There we go. How is everybody doing today? Welcome back to the live stream. You got your mount. Congratulations. That's actually a pretty good feat in WoW Classic. Like that's impressive. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it'll most likely always be on YouTube. I'm gonna get my push-ups done. I guess I'm doing curls today, out of the way. And then we're gonna start getting the drawing going. Today, I think we're gonna draw some rugby. So, for those of you new to the stream, today we are in the Aggie.io with Jonas today, and we have someone else in the drawing today, which is pretty cool. We'll see who that is. It might be Brad, which that would be awesome. We can all draw rugby. Tomorrow is going to be the open draw, so everybody's allowed to come and draw with us. We'll have fun doing that. But today we're gonna draw some rugby. You should be able to, as long as you can get on a browser with it. You should be able to join into that. So. Whew. Correct. But tomorrow, yeah. So the Aggie.io software is just it's a Chrome-based. Actually, I don't even know if it's Chrome-based. It's a browser-based platform where people can join in and draw. So use Opera. There you go. That works perfect. Corvus, welcome. How's it going today? Hope everybody's doing all right this evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. It's morning for me. Yeah. Whew. Man. Curls early in the morning. That's a good one. Got to get that workout going early, yo. Rugby day. I want to get some rugby stickers. I think that's going to be my next big thing. I'm starting to get a stockpile of stickers because I'm hitting those sales whenever Redbubble decides to give them to me. I have done a few different drawings of rugby, and I have not yet put it on a shirt, so I kind of have to decide whether I want it to be the Gur rugby, or if I want them to be like the chubby rugby, which I think was pretty funny too. I got to figure that out today. I don't want to figure that out today before I'm going to pick up a whole bunch of commissions next week, so I'm going to be pretty busy. So I want to get one or two more of these projects done today, and then we'll be on our way into next week doing some cool work for people. So that'll be fun. Let's get the rugby base shape down here so we have like a reference. Oh boy, I'm not warmed up yet today. This is going to be fun. Just finished watching the first episode of Barkskins. I don't know what that is. Is that a show? Is that a cartoon? I'm not sure what that is. But yes. Finished up the commission yesterday, which was good. That was fun. I had a lot of fun designing I designed like a card backing for the texture. And I think I'm going to try to do that. I think that's going to be a project I work on here in a little bit. Making some like either blank playing cards or just playing cards for D&D games. Oh, Nat Geo show. Nice. Behemoth game. Like the Castle Crashers. I love Castle Crashers. Those guys are awesome. Yeah, the Behemoth guys. I actually tried to get it. Yeah, I remember going to PAX years and years ago, right as Castle Crashers was coming out, and Oh, I was so amped up for those guys. It was just like, man, I would love to work for Behemoth. It's like, you know what? Maybe not. But I think Castle Crashers is one of those games that it's iconically a good multiplayer game, and I think it's a good. Whenever people start talking about wanting to make a multiplayer game, it's like, cool. If you haven't played Castle Crashers, I want you to do that because it's worth seeing how the multiplayer is able to snap in so fast and what makes the game replayable. Alien Hominid was a really, really solid game that I don't think a lot of people played. Well, I could be wrong about that, but it's not something I hear people talk about much. But yeah, Alien Hominid is pretty solid. Pretty solid game. It came out a long time ago. Battle Block Theater is another. I have not played Battle Block Theater yet, but I have a couple friends that have it, and I've watched them play it. It looks pretty great. So maybe I can get a copy of that, and we can take a look at it because I think they really have a good eye for fun multiplayer games, and that's kind of my jam. Yep, Halo 1 also. Halo, actually, I bought an Xbox One, like the original Xbox. I bought one of those just for Halo. That's the only game I owned for so long. This just wasn't, I don't know, yeah. I was always been a PlayStation kid, and then I was like, oh man, Halo though. Halo though. Man, I like skinny rugby. I think it's funny. I don't know if it's more comical or not. I do also, we're gonna call this Jonas Rugby. And I'm a big fan of Jonas Rugby. I like the shape. I think the shape of the head and how you have the nose. I really like the way that looks. But like, I'm not sure if I want to copy that or not, because like having it all the way up it looks really, really cool. But the nose, it was good. You know, I decided to use my little bonfire and cook some chicken yesterday, and I might have. This is gonna sound bad, but it's legit. I might have smoked myself out a little bit with the bonfire. So my voice might sound a little smoky today because of excess campfire smoke. Yeah. No, it was nice. It was nice to actually be outside for a little while. I mean, like I was in my backyard, but I haven't spent a lot of time outside recently. So that was good. It was relaxing to just finish up some work and then work on the garden for a little bit and hang out by a bonfire, roast some marshmallows. It was pretty solid. I don't know what I've done here, but now I've made like a T-Rex. Ah. Ah. You know what? I think Courage the Cowardly Dog has been one of my secret influences as an artist. The show is great. I don't know why, but I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna do this. Let's try that again. John Brain episode. That does sound familiar. Oop, that's too small. You know, I've wondered that about myself recently. Like, am I stupid? Hold on a second. That's the litmus test. See, I always took that to being wise. It's like if you realize how much you don't know, that makes you wise. But that could be true. But man. Hey, sometimes spouting idioms is not a bad way to go. Mind you, if you do it all the time, it makes you sound real dumb. I don't think so. No, I definitely know people that just only talk in metaphors because they don't really have anything to say. I cannot draw today. I don't know what happened. But it's just not. I'm not happy with these lines. Come on, lines. It is. This is the rugby warm-up. And then a little later we'll do like the rugby pre-show. And then we'll do the rugby actual show. And then we'll do a rugby like post-show. That's the plan for today. Yep, it's the rugby special. Should you what? What was your... It's up to you, man. What kind of mount did you get? Let's talk about that for a little bit. Dire Wolf. That's a basic mount. No, I think with what you had to buy your racial mount, didn't you, in Classic? Yeah, that's right. Oh, jeez. You know what? I have a... my brain just stalled out. I don't know. Man, it's Thursday. You know how Thursdays are. Thursdays are experimental days because nothing works on Thursdays. Brains don't work on Thursdays. HR departments don't work on Thursdays. That's true. Maybe that's why. Maybe everybody else just shuts off for Critical Role. It's just like, it's Thursday. I'm not doing nothing till I get my Travis Willingham fix. Oh, the little chunk missing. What if Rugby is secretly tall? Maybe that's why he's got big feet. What if he's just... What if he's like... He's secretly not really a goblin. I'm definitely a bugbear. Definitely a bugbear. Nose shine. I don't remember. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the Dark Soul. I was really bad about caring about anybody in the Dark Souls universe. Like, there's the Onion Knight guy, and there's the giant snake monster, and then there's Blind Lady, and then there is the cat. Those are the 4 people I remember in Dark Souls. I think there's a dead guy somewhere that I assumed was alive for like most of the game, and then it's like, I think I'm just talking to a statue. I don't think this guy's real. Technically, everyone is dead in Dark Souls, but what I mean is like, I think there's a, what is it? I don't know if it was the first Demon Souls or the first Dark Souls. You have to run around and you have to pick up something from this, from like a meditating monk. And then I later realized, like, I don't think that monk is actually still functioning. I think it's just a mummy. But I played that game a lot and I replayed a bunch of different characters. And so I constantly was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hello, Rick. Oh, yeah, Rick, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Let's try... let's try this. The mimics are pretty rough in Dark Souls. Okay, so I like your upper nose design. I think I'm gonna go with that. I think that's a good call. Putting the nose really, really high on the face. I thought I copied you the first time. I really don't know. We'll have to go back and watch the episode. Is today the day that we go back and we watch one of the episodes as on the live stream? It is the rugby special. We could just... I'm gonna pause there for a moment. I hate like flashback shows. Anytime an episode is like, hey, remember, these are the top 10 things we did. It's like, I saw those already. I want new content, please. So I'm gonna try my best. Oh my god, they're remaking Crystal Chronicles. Everybody stop. They're putting Crystal Chronicles on the Switch. It's a Final Fantasy game. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to shut down the YouTube channel. No more art. It's only going to be Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles moving forward. Yeah, that's going to happen now. No, when does this come out? This is going to be great. Tandem Gamers might actually... August. It comes out August 27th. Okay. Holy crap. August 28th, there will not be a live stream. There will be me and Jump Rope playing Crystal Chronicles for 48 hours straight. Is it a Friday? There you go. It might be a Friday. Games usually come out on Tuesdays or Thursdays, so that wouldn't surprise me. No, I loved that game. That game's super good. Once again, multiplayer. That's how multiplayer should be. Well, a lot of people hated it because somebody has to carry the bucket, but that's fine. I think that's an important lesson to learn, is that, you know, sometimes you got to carry the bucket. And for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. I will keep. August 27th looks like the release date. Yeah. Yeah. Well, dang. We can wait. We can wait. Most likely what I'm guessing will happen is that Jump Rope and I will play it on that weekend, and then we'll probably... Maybe we'll just post the videos on the gaming channel. Tandem Gamers. Yeah, if you really want to watch two goofballs play The Legend of Zelda forever, definitely a good channel to check out. It's funny. Yeah, no, that's legit. You know, it's to be fair, it's not something I've put a lot of time into since I started doing the art channel, so I'm not super bummed out about people not watching it. Oh, it might have been. It very well might have been. I might have just gotten too quiet. Who knows? No, my mic's on good. It's automatically adjusting, so hopefully that should be fine. Go back to Discord. Back to this. Click on that. Close this. I have to close that first. Gee, mini Christmas. A Dumbo Rugby. So is the hat magical, or does he steal it from Frosty? Does it cast Cone of Cold, but Frosty had it aimed down so he never melted? Are you saying Frosty the Snowman's hat is like an air conditioner? Because that would be pretty dope. Maybe. Yeah, I'm the draw. Look for amazing lopsided stick figures. Oh, okay. So Brian, you were the one drawing, I assume, in the chat a little earlier. You're always welcome to draw, even if they are stick figures. I've always seen intelligent voice spectrum, common sense, book smarts, wisdom. Man, I'm late. I'm late on all of these voice channels. I am so sorry. There we go. I always click on the wrong voice channel for some reason when I start the stream. That's the next thing I gotta remember is start the stream, make sure it's recording. You guys can see the video today, right? That's a good thing to check. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. And I always forget to click back into the voice channel after I set up the general chat. But yeah. That's Rugby's call sign is I like to watch the world burn. Hi. What? That's pretty solid. That's the homebrew Rugby stats is just like infinite sound. Perfect hearing. I'm surprised he can't he doesn't have like a fly skill because of it. Like passive. Permanent slow fall. Oh man, Dresden. The Dresden books have this. Oh man, I don't want to ruin it, but it is old. It's a few years old. Dang it! I don't know if I should talk about this. One of my favorite. Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna talk about it some other time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Dresden books are great. Check out the Dresden books if you're bored. Harry Dresden is a wizard detective, and it's amazing. A finder of lost objects. I don't think Indiana Jones is a wizard, but maybe. You could kind of compare those. I really think, I really do like the Dresden series. And I think they do actually have their own, like D&D book, which is kind of cool. Not actually in D&D, but like they have their own module to play D&D as the Dresden characters, which is pretty dope. Mothra! Wah! And then like give him some earrings. Like he's got like a big hoop down here, and then like one of these. The Dresden Files that Bri found, they did actually have a TV show for about a year, and it's okay. I wasn't super happy with the TV series, but it's not bad. What was James Marsters? Someone down thumbs it down. James Marsters reads the audiobooks, and I really, really dig him reading books. So. Did he? Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the show. It kind of bummed me out. Mind you, I didn't know the show existed. The show already existed when I started reading the books. And I didn't know the show existed until I'd finished reading all the books. And I was like, wait, more Harry Tristan content. And then I was like, oh, this is okay, I guess, whatever. Moth Rugby. It went in too many directions at the same time and never got any of the plots. I absolutely agree. I feel like they tried to put like one of the books into each episode, and it was like, that's a bad idea. like they could have made a whole series out of like the first 2 books, and they didn't. They just tried to rush like the whole thing. And they also went weird with some of the characters. Like they very much, I feel like they made it a 2000s drama, like a cop drama, instead of it being like the traditional, almost detective noir book that it was kind of supposed to be. So the show itself had its own, it's a whole bunch of its little things. But Jesus, you ready for me to get rid of my part? I think it's pretty close. Yeah, I think you're good. Welcome to drawing on the internet, Jonas. Driving you completely insane. He does. He does look pretty majestic. It's pretty great. You know, for a goblin wearing a bugbear hat, not bad. Not too bad. I think the thing that's making it is this mushed eyeball right here. Like, it's making it look like more like a moth. Like, he needs little like poof antennas. I should do a Mothman. Like, why you should play the Mothman? Because you can see the future. And it's always bad. 11 days. Is the Scarlet Monastery like just seeping out of your head? You just see people with like Pope hats running around casting Bite. Get 'em! Get 'em, pooches! These freaking dogs. I hate those dogs. Yeah, the Houndmaster. Woo! Get him! No! Ah! Okay. What? A whistle? Yeah. Man. So I've been talking about playing. I've been playing that a little bit, and I've been playing on the Alliance, and it's so weird because every time I see a Horde character, I'll be like, "Alliance, get him!" And then I'm like, "Oh wait, no, that's us. That's us today." I don't like it. And I see all these trolls, and I'll wave at them, and then they have that moment of like, "Do we kill that guy?" And it's like, "No, it's cool. I'm one of you, I guess." Dang it. Dang it. So I might have to. I think I'm gonna have to eventually switch back to my Hordes. Maybe we could do like a maybe not a stream, but like a Discord meetup day where we all just make new characters in WoW and be stupid for a few hours. That could be kind of fun. Yeah, who knows? You know, I don't blame you. I don't blame. WoW is one of those it's one of those games that it's still a solid game, but like it's its own thing. Yeah. Hearing. What card is this? Creature Underworld Scout. What actual game is this? I'm a bat goblin. I gotta figure out rugby feet real quick here. Time is an illusion. A kobold. He was pretty chunky, I think, the first time we drew him. Because if I remember, like, the thing I liked about what you drew was it did look like a rug. Like, it was very much just like a goblin with a rug on top of it. It was like, meh. Yeah, he does indeed look like a sock puppet. That's kind of what's going on. That looks right. That looks about right. No, he just uses his feet. He is. He's wearing a the bugbear poncho. That's a good way to describe it. He's wearing a bugbear poncho. Oh, it's so delightfully macabre. That is not how feet do. No, he just wears it. It's a rugby. Is that a drow? Welcome, drow. Thanks for joining us today. What was that, a drow? Call the guards. D&D racism. That's kind of the better question. What isn't racist in D&D? Because, like, for all of their for all of the inclusivity that is now kind of what's the word, indicative of D&D. Like, the community is great and they're very inclusive, but like D&D on a whole is still like fraught with racism in lore, and it's like this is weird. I don't know if that's because of the times, or it adds conflict to the game when the game was written. Filthy orcs. No, I do think it's interesting. I mean, it's interesting for like reading the old Dritz books. I think that was always very much a topic that was on point. That was like they were always kind of on the edge of talking about that being just because like all of the drow are indicatively racist and think they're the master race, and then the orcs are these stupid races that everybody despises. They were all people eventually too, and so I think the lore being written that way is really interesting, and then the fact that you can get the storylines and actually talk about it in a real world context is really cool. So not quite, but the drow definitely don't respect other races. They're very into slavery. A lot of the underdark races were like that. Yeah. Wow. But no. So what I'm trying to ask is and this is a rhetorical question. It's something to think about. I don't know if the story and the background of all of D&D was written specifically to cause that question, or if it was just kind of written that way and the authors of the stories kind of saw it and wanted to talk about it. And it'd be interesting to know that. I don't know if any way to check that. Because even with Warcraft, same thing. Orcs versus humans, it's just kind of like that inherent conflict is an easy starting point for storytelling. And so that, going back to like what I said, like everybody inclusively now, D&D is very, very inclusive, which I really love. And I feel like sometimes, partially with what I keep saying about like just mixing all the races together into like halves and halves and halves, you lose that initial conflict that was there in the game. And it's like, that's okay. That's totally fine. And if that's how you want your story to be, perfect. But sometimes it's good to have that conflict to talk about. And so not all games are good for that, though. Wait, the what? I actually don't know what that race is. I'll have to look that up, yeah. Should Rugby have an earring? What do you guys think? I think this is a good learning moment. Though the mic. The Mycons. The hell am I thinking of? The Subterraneans from DuckTales. They're just balls. Like, that's it. Who decided that was a good idea for mole people? No, they're balls. What? Yeah, they're just people. It's like, cool, Disney. Cool. Yeah, and that's not so much respect as just like, oh, they will mess us up. So I guess that is respect. Yeah, they. Yeah, half orcs come with a lot of dark baggage. Yeah, I mean, I think that's actually a really cool thing too to add that. That's true. Yeah, it could be. I've talked to a couple people that don't like to add that kind of level of social structure to their games because they want it to be fantasy. They don't want to deal with like real world issues, and so for my end of it, I don't mind. Especially when I like making people play monstrous races because I like seeing how they would interact with human society, because that's the game we normally play is with human society. And it's like, this is a really cool way to branch out and like really explore some fun ideas. But I think, especially with the Drow were designed specifically as villains. Like literally Gygax was like, you know what we need? Elves, but evil. And they're like, cool. Let's make dark elves. And so really, I think the Drow were supposed to be an epitome of things that socially weren't socially acceptable. So maybe that's a good way to start, because like, they're hyper racist. That's the weird thing. Like the matriarch is the thing. It's like, Gygax, that's a little weird. But like, yeah, lots of. I think really they were trying to be opposite of the elves and yeah, but I kind of wonder if that was really. I would like to maybe try to talk to some historians about that and see what. I mean, are there D&D historians? That sounds like a cool job. I need to look into it more. All hobbyists are historians. It really is. I probably just need to read more of the books. Well, yeah, that's my whole thing. When I say historian, I mean someone who's read all the books, because I haven't read them all yet. Oh, I'm talking about the extended like novels. That's what I'm talking about. Not the like the Dungeon Master guys. It is. That's what I'm talking about. It's a big job. But I think that would be the probably the best place to figure that kind of stuff out. But once again, if that's not if you're wanting to escape and not be in, that's totally fine. Play all the whatever you want without any repercussions. But I'm a big fan of if you're playing something that's off the norm, be off the norm. Like, let's see how norm considering people have to make you interact. But yeah, in like non-discriminate murder hoboing is very common. I've had a few people like be really upset about, and it's all comfort level at the end of the day, like talking with your party, your players, and so like, I've had a few people that have played and like, I cannot deal with violence. I don't want any violence. I'm like, we should not be playing D&D. But at the same time, I've run that campaign. Sorry about the cough there. Yeah, you can definitely play D&D without a lot of violence. You just have to tell everybody that's going into it, be like, hey, this is a non-violent campaign. It can be boring, but there are people that like just really hard RP, and that's the way you have to build it out, right? If you don't enjoy that, don't play that game. Yeah, I mean, I have friends that go both directions. Some of them just like, I want a dungeon, I want no story. Please make a video game for me. It's like, okay, that's a thing. And then other people that just, please no violence. It's like, all right, well, we're going to be doing a lot of diplomacy. I think I just made him like a pterodactyl is what I've done. I've made Rugby a pterodactyl monster. To the sky. Oh, the movie retconned a whole bunch of stuff, huh? So did the game. What if the key thing that made Warcraft never happened, but totally did? It's like, all right, Blizzard, stop it. Just stop what you're doing. 4th edition was the tabletop version of a video game. Corvus is absolutely correct. I think that's really why people don't like 4th edition, because it was so heavily combat based. And like for strategists, like people that really like just like tabletop strategy games, it's cool and it's good, but it's needlessly complicated for like a casual player. And to be fair, I think most people are casual players, and I mean that lovingly, because I am very much a casual D&D player. I'm there to have fun, and like, rule books be damned. This is not a competitive sport. It is a time to relax and have a good old time. So, I have met a few people that are pretty serious about it. Like, they only play the Adventure League stuff, which is really cool. I just never got into having that many stipulations on the game. But I've played a few of those games, and they're fun. And I do like setting up some challenges. Like, hey, let's do a Dark Souls run where there's no healing. Like, the only way to heal is to like rest and take time. Those are interesting too. So, but that's the beauty of tabletop, is that you can really do whatever you want with it. Okay, let's do this. I want this to be black. I need this to be really dark. I want there to be very little gray zones here. Wait, what about them? Yes, they... What about them? Gotcha. Okay. I mean, it is just a wagon with dead people in it. So you could definitely build that out, though. I guess it'd be a catapult. Yeah, it'd be a siege weapon that throws undead at people. But yeah, you could definitely build one of those. I have been summoned once more. Welcome, Lego Max. Welcome to the chat. I have a new experience. Do I want to click on this, Gaby? Is this something I want to click on? I don't like random clicks. Grog of substantial whimsy. Brew the talent of the finest senile. Prove the talents of the finest senile wizards. That's beautiful. Let's do it. How do you roll a D1000? I need a D10. I need 3D10, don't I? Okay. So we're gonna go blue for the first. Then we're gonna go metal D10 or metal D percentile, and then metal D10. That's how we're gonna do this. We're looking at this chart that Gaby gave us. I don't know what this is for. We're gonna try it. So I have 189. 189. I probably could have just Googled that, but that's fine. PCs gain a D20 of destiny, which the PC can consult at will in game. Gain a D20 of destiny. What? All right, we're gonna try that again because that doesn't make any sense. Oh, really? I rolled. Oh no, that should be 0. Yes, that should be 0. So 72. We're getting really weird low rolls. 72. PC's presence causes holy symbols to glow red, including mundane ones. That's pretty dope. I like that. Hey, my holy symbol's going off. That's weird. We must. Yeah, I don't know. Gotta go. Okay, we need Rugby to be a little fluffier here. Yes, that is what we're missing. We're missing the fluff. What's up, Drow? You did that thing where you got people's attentions but didn't say anything. One in 1,000. Or is it 1,000 or is it like 900? It is it's 1 in 1,000. That's pretty good. That 1,000 is the PC is divided by 0. Nice. Our DM gave us a barrel of this and we had fun. My legs are invisible and I laid an egg. All right. That sounds like a D&D thing. Oh man, that would suck. Oh boy. I'm struggling with these ears, yo. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should try different ears. Yo, how's it? Yo, how's it? Vernon, it's good. It's good. Thank you for asking. Okay, let's try people ears. Maybe that will fix it. Nope. Not good. Not good at all. Dragon ears. Oh, hey, that's not bad. I kind of like that. Bri, if you're still listening, could you type something in the YouTube chat? I need to see. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, it looks like that when I drew it in the tiny form, I sloped it off the forehead and attached it at the chin. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Oh, hell yeah. That was it. See, all you need is good reference. That's all you need. That is a pointy-headed rugby, and that is how that should go. So does that sound like something that Drow does, or does that just sound like the thing to do? Because that sounds legit. Yeah, I mean that's good. Good, Drow. I'm glad you're progressing with your story. What can I do with acidic blood? Xenomorphs. All you need to know is that they're bugs and they have acid blood. They're not really bugs. They're not really anything, so it's fine. They do exist. All right, to be fair, everybody is a biomechanical war machine. Yeah, like that's just how it works. But what the hell are they called? Aliens in Fighter. That's good. Yeah, Drow. You you are Drow. You're rationalizing the fact that you've made this thing, which you don't have to. You made it. It sounds cool. Yeah. What else are you gonna do with it? With the acid blood? What did you come up with? Okay. There's a sorry. All right, go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish, and I'll chime in. That's weird. Harvesting your own juices to pour on people later. Yeah, seriously. We're talking about acid-covered swamp folk that have to expel their own acid. Yeah, it sounds super gross, but it does sound a little weird. So there is an acid subtype in D&D and Pathfinder that basically your body becomes covered in acid pustules, or your blood is super caustic. So when people attack you, it does splash damage to them. It's pretty common in a lot of things, but I liked the troll that Matt Mercer used because like the troll lived in the swamp and it just like slowly cut itself, and then that would scab over and just make like a big acid pustule. It's like, I don't like it. Of course, it could have been the funny part because Bo just kept punching it. And it's like, yeah, burn from punching stuff is funny. Talking about acid or like actually putting acid on your skin? Because okay, you get like the creepy crawlies. I was gonna say you shouldn't regularly be putting acid on your skin. That would probably make anybody's skin feel weird. It burns. I in college accidentally poured a large bottle of hydrochloric acid on myself on accident, but it was very, very diluted because of stupid college students doing stuff like that. So all it did was really dry out my skin. And I freaked out. I was like, oh God, because I expected like Batman style bubbling acid. And it was just like, oh, this is just mildly uncomfortable. And they're like, wash it off. It was like, oh, right, okay. So, yeah. Yeah, RoboCop. That's a good example. Oh my! My dad was really good at curating movies for us. So he would like, if he knew something bad was coming, he would pause the movie and be like, "Time to go get drinks," and then he would fast forward. So I watched RoboCop a lot when I was a kid, and then later in my life, I was homesick one day. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this movie by myself, and I was just like, oh my God, this is the most violent movie I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, no, that sounds like you're on the right track for making something pretty cool. Check out the acid subtype. The universe. What's the word I'm gonna try to use here before I screw this up? Not influences. Explains. What's another word for explains? Guides? What could you say? Guides. I think red dots in eyes always make people look evil. Your universe should basically answer those questions for you. Like, what should this look like? Yeah, inform. Thank you. Jeez, why couldn't I pull that out of anywhere? Your characters should inform the universe, and the universe should inform your characters. So if you want this boggy, swampy creature, look up boggy, swampy creatures and see what things need to survive in a swamp or a bog. There's a difference between those, by the way. I have to remember that. Swamps are wetlands with trees. Bogs are vegetation and moss. Decayed. That's right. Bogs are acidic and swamps are fens. Gotcha. I'm sure someone just dropped something. Is everybody all right? Everyone in the... Okay. We need a sound off. Right now. Make sure everybody's all right. What do we think about Rugby's eyes here? I kind of like... I'm a big fan of like this sketchy style. I think I might just leave Rugby like that. I don't know if I need to color him. I think a black and white sketch Rugby is pretty on point for... He could be. Oh no. That's what I'm saying. Like Rugby could just be a really tall person hiding in a suit. Nobody knows. He's just holding the eyeballs. Just little bucklers. He's just got little bucklers sticking out of the... You said seeing enemies, and I know what you're talking about, but like, I imagine, because we were still talking about the eyes, so just squiggly seeing enemies coming out of the eyeballs. The 5E tools. Sentinel shield. Let's look at it. While holding this shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks. Oh, that's interesting. It's like a shield of seeing. That's kind of a cool idea. I like it. Barbarian. Man, I miss old school. What the hell is it called? Like min-maxing, I guess. When in like Dark Alliance, you're like, I'm only gonna pump strength. It's like you're level 50 and you have 2 Constitution. It's like, it's fine. Nothing can survive me smacking them with the sword. Yeah, if they go first, that's the problem. It's like, wait. Same thing with Diablo. It's like, I'm going to just bank that my life leech will keep me alive. I'm gonna hope. Yep, and that's exactly what kills you. Is as soon as somebody has reflect, you just instantly kill yourself, and you're like, okay, well, new character time. We've had the opposite problem because normally what we do with our friends is we would all basically pick a stat. And it's like, okay, you get all the int gear, you get all the tank gear, you get all the dex gear. And it would get to a point where like one of my friends would be so tanky that nothing could hurt him. Like he could just walk around, but he wouldn't be able to do any damage. So if he was the only one left alive, it would just be like, we need to start over. I can't kill this thing. It's impossible for me to do any damage. And then if he died somehow, which actually didn't happen at the end of the game, but... yeah, that's not a bad strategy. Yep. Actually, thinking about it now, that's what we did in Castle Crashers too. The only thing, dude, go play a game with your brother. Castle Crashers is great. You know, I somehow missed that Valorant existed. I don't know how that happened. I stopped playing Here's the Storm, and then I stopped playing Overwatch, like, at all, period. I uninstalled them both. And then all of a sudden people are like, oh, Valorant's so good. It's like, what the hell is Valorant? How did I completely... We gotta play this game. Yes! There's nothing better than stomping your family members at a game. This is what you get for making fun of me when I was little. Are you? Yeah, I'm the youngest. I'm definitely the youngest. One day he'll find a game that he's better at you than, and he'll just... Man, that broke my brain. I used to play PvP all the time in Classic WoW, and my friend's little brother became a Grand Master And that's just like, we're like, wait, what? David is a grandmaster? That's impossible. And then I watched him play, and I was like, holy crap, man. Like, your little brother is really good at this game. It's built differently. Yeah, they actually, I think one of the only MMOs that's ever been on the console was Final Fantasy 11. I think 14 might be on PlayStation too. I'm not sure about that. I have to double check. Is it the size of his eyeball? That's pretty good. I like that. That's a good earring. Oh yeah, that's pretty dope. I don't think I've ever met anybody with a giant one earring. I'm sure I have. Oh, okay. I was hoping he had like the pirate earring going on. Just one big loop. Yep. I have a hard time with jewelry and watches. I don't have any earrings. I don't have any tattoos. It's really weird. I think we've talked about that before. All right, how are people feeling about this? What's the I think I need to give him eyebrows. Go for it. Is your entire family pirates? That's a good question. A flying spaghetti monster? I was always a really big fan of the crossbars. I thought that was really cool. Like going through the ear twice. That's pretty dope. But I also yeah, I don't my sister has a lot of piercings and tattoos, and I just never did it. I've actually designed, there are more tattoos on people's bodies that I have drawn than tattoos I've ever thought about getting. If that makes sense. Which is kind of weird. Wait, what? Who looks like a Pikmin? Did I do that wrong? Do Pikmin have bigger heads and tiny bodies? I only played Smash. Pikmin are basically like flowers, I think. Let's go ears. Let's do that. I'm trying to think of how I can make this better. Man, I like this. I like this shape. I don't know if I want to keep that, though. Ah! Get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. I'm going to flip the canvas. That's what I need to do. Bam! Oh, lordy. I'm going to flip it. Flip the canvas. And like, he looks so squished. I've been leaning to the left today. And it has now become apparent. that I've been leaning to the left. I want to take that. It looks pretty bad, right? Your rugby looks like he's just eaten an entire lemon. But only when you flip it. It looks totally fine normally, and then you flip it and it looks like he's puckering. Let's rugby pants. Oh, we did that, didn't we? Didn't we give him like... It's probably good advice. What was it? Like the Warcraft, my favorite Warcraft advice, if you just keep clicking the help menu, is like, don't pet burning dogs. It's like, okay. Change your underwear daily. It's like, all right, that's not bad. Yeah. Moo, moo. I ram you. Man, Blizzard was so good. Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll munch them. I mean, I think, wait, grilled lemons are great. Put that on a fish. Oh, so good. So good. If you don't like grilled lemons, that's fine. I just want to point that out there. You can totally hate grilled lemons. I like them. I like them. It's okay that we don't like the same things. Well, it's totally cool. You're wrong, but it's totally cool. Well, yeah. Lemonade is just lemon-flavored sugar. Candied lemons are pretty good, too. You know, that's a weird one that I can't get into. Like, I appreciate the taste of onions, and I like onions on salad, but, like, I can't eat them. I can't eat just a raw onion. I've tried. Because it's like, I should be able to do this. Nah, not a good idea. Oh, I love raw potato. I think that might be because I grew up in Idaho, and it's just like, here, eat this potato, and you're like, yeah, okay. So good. So starchy and crunchy. Dirt apples, yes. Potatoes are dirt apples. Yeah. There's definitely something different about just like pulling something out of the ground and being like, I'm gonna eat this. Versus like radishes. Oh, I love radishes. I will not buy them from the store. It's just like, yeah, they oh, so good. So good. When I was... Spice level is definitely a per person thing. Oh, interesting. We're getting somewhere. Interesting. We've discovered that toothpaste can be spicy. Apparently, you know, I used to hate like Colgate because it was too spicy. So I know exactly what you're talking about. But I'm also the person that, like, after brushing my teeth, orange juice tastes really good. So, something wrong with me. Yeah, there's something wrong with me. Yeah. I don't actively go out and do it, but, like, people freak out sometimes because it's like, oh, I gotta finish my orange juice real quick. And then they're like, no, why? And it's like, it's nothing bad. It's just normal. That's just how my life is. I know the cement mixer. Go ahead. It curdles the cream, yeah. Yep. I think so. I think, like I said, you know, people can like what they like, and just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. And just because you like it doesn't mean it's not bad. So there are different ways to look at it. It doesn't taste bad. It's a texture thing. I think the cement mixer is definitely... Can I pay for commissions with radishes? Oh, yeah. No, it looks super cool. Same thing with... oh, man. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. There's another drink called a frog in a blender that is a mixed drink. Looks really cool. It's not the best thing. But if you're trying to, like, impress people, it's an absolute go-to for college frat, like, parties, because you're like, hey, check out this cool thing. Yeah, I didn't go to a lot of those. But yeah, definitely one of those things that's like, it's cool to see if a bartender can make it right. Cement mixer's another one that looks really cool. It doesn't taste super great. Yep, actually, yeah. A zombie brain is a frog in the blender. I think they're the same drink. I could be wrong about that. I don't drink hardly ever, but I think those are very similar drinks. They are. They just make like a green-red swirl, and it's a really cool looking drink. I think they switched them from frogs in the blender to zombie brains at Halloween, if I remember right. At least they did at the bar that I went to when I lived in Idaho. Could be fun. Yeah, don't drink that, by the way. I mean, to be fair, that's how most cheeses are made. So, like, don't freak out if you're like, oh, it's a milk curdled. It's like, yes, that's cheese. put the rennet in there, and you're good to go. You got mozzarella. Yeah. I mean, yeah, buttermilk, basically just old milk. It's a little different. There's more in it than that, but... Why doesn't Rugby have a hat? I forgot that Rugby could have a hat. What time is it? How long have we been drawing Rugby? It's been it's the Rugby special day. It's been a while. Also, Gaby asked, can I pay for a commission with radishes? I don't know if you mean you want me to draw a radish, or you want me to draw something with a radish, or eat a radish. And all of that sounds a little weird. So I don't... Oh, you just pay me. They got to be good radishes. Like I would definitely accept radishes as payment if they were good radishes. But I'm kind of a stickler. For radishes. You know, so people, yeah, some people just hate radishes, but I really like them. Like horseradish, super good. Oh, so good. So good. That was always the weird. I was always lucky when I got like a crudité plate, veggie plate, and there were radishes. I was like, yes, these are mine. No one else is going to eat these. Perfect. Yeah, if you get a good sweet onion, like, you can just cut them up. You can just cut them up and eat them like an apple. It's really weird. Never got into it. Radish is a root plant. A root vegetable. Radish, the spicy carrot. No, that is a very good description of a radish. I love it. I think that's great. Here in Idaho, well, no, I'm not in Idaho anymore. In Idaho, we could grow these big old honker ones that like looked almost like turnips. They were huge. Like, it was so good. And no, they're just really large. Let me look it up. I'll look it up. Yeah, so that's what the little cherry ones. Let me see if I can find the actual name for these. But for some reason, we were able to grow them huge. Like, you could grow them maybe 2 inches. Just big, round, and it's super good. But I loved it. Loved it. Radishes are great. Is that the mimic Rugby? Is that what happened? Maybe it's the snake from yesterday. Hey, thanks for letting me borrow your bugbear rug. It's totally me, Rugby, not Abyssal vendor. The hat monster. Yeah, the Eldritch. YouTube, you are absolutely allowed to use Jonas's hat, vendor. Man, how am I doing this? Let's try this. Damn it. Why is this so big? There we go. How can I make his eyeballs better? Ooh, that's creepy. We done did it. We made Rugby terrifying. Rugby, he's super evil. Let's see if I can make him like the Ring here. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mom, can we get drunk in the middle of the day? No, that's fine, let's do it. Rock and roll. Hey, you know what? What happens in your house happens in your house. I grew up in a very, very Catholic house, which was just like, how old are you? It doesn't matter. Here, have a drink. It's like, okay. Yeah. Oh, drinking is not cool. Like, there's just nothing good about drinking. That's what we call a drinking problem, and that's not cool. Like, don't do that. I don't condone people drinking ever. But if it's what you're into, go for it. No. I make jokes about that because my family was very, very chillax. But in reality, what it was like us little kids seeing our uncles and stuff drinking. It's like, I want that. It's like, sure you do. Here you go. And then it's like, oh, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever had. And then none of us were big drinkers anymore. Beer with Coca-Cola? That's a new one for me. I don't think I've ever done that. I know about like beer and clam juice or red beer. Red beer is really good. Once again, I don't drink, which is really strange. So, yeah. I think I've gone off the rails with this rugby design. I think my inner demons of like freaking out about drinking is now making me panic a little bit. Oh, that's up. Yeah, if you guys want to see my Barrington Ale logo, it is up on Redbubble. You can buy it right now. Thank you for bringing that up. Wow. No, I'll post it. I haven't posted the actual link or the actual image. Hey, you know what? That's totally fine. I don't want people to stress out. So every time I say, hey, buy this, it's optional. That's pretty awesome. The government money is the thing. Copy. That's nice. That nice. All right. I missed something. I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, we're talking about government and the Backstreet Boys. I almost said Backstreet Boys contest. That's not right. It's not a Backstreet Boys contest. Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
You can't just keep stealing content from other people.
Game Grumps joke. I think it kind of has. Wait, what are we talking about? I might have missed something. Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Game Grumps started it. So, is someone darkening my eyes here? What's going on here? I think my game's freaking out. My game's freaking out. I got lag. No. But yeah, I definitely think that the Game Grumps made the Backstreet Boys reunion tour a thing, and now it's kind of become the standard. If anybody's interested about why they had to do that, that's kind of an interesting thing, but a lot of people probably aren't. Yeah. That's because right when it was all starting out, a lot of people were just basically tagging their videos in it so that it would get mixed in with the news and basically trending it and giving out bad information or no information and just flooding the yeah. So YouTube just blanket demonetized it all because they're like, this needs to not be something that people are incentivized to tag. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's just. But I mean, once again, if they were actually doing the real content for that, that sucks. But there were so many people that were just bandwagoning it. It's like, how do you deal with that? It's a bad situation. So that being said, back to the merch. Basically, a lot of people I talk to with YouTube basically say that you can't rely on the YouTube ad revenue to be your main source of income, period, ever. So that's where like merch comes in. So if you want to support the channel, merch is a good way to do it. Or Patreon is a great way to do it. I think Patreon's probably the best way, actually. But yeah, I think it's less. It's less than YouTube. I know that. Patreon, I think it's 7% or something. 3%? Might be 3%. Patreon's pretty good. Patreon's pretty good about letting their creators actually make money. Yeah. When I get Patreon money, I actually use it to. I've been using it to like fund the stickers and stuff. So that's going great. A lot of the YouTube. Lovecraft and Dragon would be pretty neat. Except I feel like anytime you need to do Lovecraftian something, it's got to be so off the norm that it becomes Lovecraftian. Otherwise, it's just like, oh, cool, that's like a weird tentacle dragon. Tentacle Pegasus. That's going to be the next video. Why you should play a Tentacle Pegasus. That sounds like a really bad euphemism. I don't know what that is. But Tentacle Pegasus is definitely not something I want to run into in my D&D campaign. What if he's got a peg leg? Maybe Rugby is a pirate. Yarr. Because you have... If someone walks up to me on the street and says, hey, check this out, and they point at one giant loop earring, and they go, what am I? I'm going to say, a pirate. And they're going to, like, thumbs up and walk away. Like, that's the pirate thing. Is this you might as well just have a parrot on your shoulder and be like, hey, check me out. I'm a construction worker. And it's like, no, you're not. You're a pirate. They're like, I gotcha. Like, that's... Welcome to America. Everybody with one earring is a pirate. Nope, that doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter which side you have it on anymore. That doesn't mean anything. It's all about Johnny Depth. That's really how you. Yep. Question 1: do you have an earring? Only one earring. Yes. Are you Johnny Depth? Then you're a pirate. If you say yes to the second question, yes, I am Johnny Depth, then I will ask you, are you currently a pirate? Or will you be playing one in a future movie? Those are the 3 questions you have to ask people with earrings. And those are the only questions that matter. That does look like a koala rugby. Can I do something real quick? What was the weird Jonas thing you did the other day? Yeah, the Zorbo Jonas. That's pretty close. Zorbo Rugby. That's pretty good. I'm just gonna delete that whole layer. No, I really wanted earrings when I was younger, and I just never did it. And now it's like, now I don't want them. If you go to the doctor to get an MRI or a CAT scan, and they don't tell you to take your earrings out, that's a bad hospital. Don't go there. Oh, by the way, the one thing I have to do at my job, I forgot. I forgot about the earring thing. Sorry about that. Hashtag used to have an ear. Yep. Yeah, have a good lawyer ready. All right, I'm going to go there in my punk gear and try to get this CAT scan. That's fraud, is what that is. That's insurance fraud. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if CAT scans. Wait, you have a gold earring? Holy crap. I forgot. Yeah, of course. So we'll see. That was my fault because I forgot. I forgot question 4. Is it real gold? Are you pirate? Yes. Is it real gold? Awesome. Yeah, cool. Gold plated. See, we've learned things today. We've learned things about Mr. Jonas. Mr. Jonas, the pirate. Would you prefer a Mrs. Jonas or Senor? I don't think I can. No, I can't. I don't think I can. I have no idea how to spell that. I don't know how to spell that with my mouth to make the words. A lot of people call me Mr. Rook, which is weird. Maybe it's just my friends. Maybe my friends and I just always say Mr. That's very possible. Sir is definitely my my go-to word. I'm really bad at names, and I don't know if it's because I am kind of a bad person at heart, or if I just am actually bad at remembering things. I think it's the latter, but yeah. So I will call lots of people sirs because I don't remember their names, and I'm sorry if I forget your name ever. Please remind me your name. That being said, I am not a tentacle unicorn grants you a wish and you never know it that you have. That doesn't sound right. Not a tentacle unicorn grants you the wish you never knew you had. That sounds weird. If I call somebody sir, it does not mean that I have forgotten your name. But it is more likely. It is more likely that I have forgotten your name. I like sir as a general, a general moniker. Thank you, sir. Yeah. No, I think I really like sir as a moniker. A lot of my uncles would go bud, pal. I'm not a big bud or pal person. Jump Rope tried that for a while. She's like, come on, bud. And I'm like, never again. Never again. Not a good one. Bubba. Bubba's another one. Buddy. Hey, pal. Champ. No, I'm a sir. I think I'm a... Champ's a good one. I don't use that one, though. I like Bucko for some reason. Bucko's a good one. Buster's another good one. But yeah, sir. I like sir. So if I call you sir, it's probably just because I want to say sir. And if I forget your name, I'll usually tell you. I'll be like, I have no idea what your name is. For a while, for some reason, when we started hanging out on stream here, I kept wanting to call Jonas. What was it? See, now I've replaced the name that I thought your name was originally. Oh man, I can't see it. It hasn't updated yet. You might have to type some. Oh yeah, extra sexy HR Johns. Yeah, Johns. See, I like Johns. I will always try to truncate whenever we're talking online. I will always try to, especially if I'm familiarizing a name, I'll try to use your name, even if I know your real name. Yeah, it's really professional levels. I like just calling people by whatever their tag is. But for some reason, I thought your name was like, it was Jermaine or James. And for the longest time, I had that stuck in my head. And every time I read Johns, I was like, that's not right. And now, since you switched it to Jonas, it's like, it's Jonas. Jonas is the right name. And now I can't remember the old one. And that's how my brain works. I just I push the wrong things out. So I say sir and buddy and hey, pal. Friend. I say friend a lot. I'll say friend a lot to work people that I've known for years. Just be like, all right, buddy. All right, friend. Let's do this. It's like, why don't you use names? I'm like, I don't know. I just don't use names. It might be your internet. I'm not. Is anyone else getting that? Is anyone else getting the sir bug? All right. Might just be the internet. That will happen from time to time. Sir. Sarge. Jacob. I might have said Jacob a whole bunch. Yeah. That could definitely be part of it. It could definitely be an anxiety thing that I have where I just I'm afraid I'm going to forget their name, and so I will just never use names just in case. I have walked up to people and tried to introduce jump rope and blanked. Just oh hey. And then I have that moment of am I supposed to introduce people? What am I supposed to say? I don't know what's going to happen. I got to go. And then it's just I'm not going to be here anymore. So I definitely think there's an element of anxiety with it, with names specifically, because they are so important. But yeah, names have power. It's not my place to give other people's names. That's not my job. Let me introduce you to this person. Here they are. Okay, then. Just wander off. Super bad. So, no, anxiety is awesome sometimes. I think that's a little too much detail on the forehead. That's better. Nope, that just looks like a bump. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it with just the... Wow. Oh, I forgot to draw his ears. What if his ears are just flowing in the wind like nice hair? It's da 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 da. He's got a man bun of ears. It's almost noon. I think we're winding down anyways, but I do need to get these ears in. So Is tomorrow going to be tentacle day? I feel like that's dangerous if we draw tentacles all day. But I would definitely tomorrow, yeah. That could be fun. We could definitely do it tomorrow, Friday. Eldritch Abomination Day. Humans growing other humans. That sounds wildly inappropriate. That sounds like some Geiger stuff. Yeah, human centipede has. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these ideas, people. You gotta be careful. Did you ever see The Beast with a Million... Is that what the Futurama... I'm talking about the Futurama episode, if I quote this wrong. Is it The Beast with a Million Backs? Is that what it was? Oh, yeah, Scorn. That's a good one. It is. It's A Beast with a Million Backs. It's a Futurama movie that came out. Let me see if I can find a good picture. That's pretty gross. Pretty gross. Pretty gross. Still good. Geiger was definitely influential for me too. The biomechanical stuff is pretty solid. Gabon. Yeah, that looks about right. All right. Do I need the second ear? I feel like I do. I feel like the other ear needs to be there somewhere. The other ear would be like right here. Yeah, that could work. Man, I just got re-amped up for Crystal Chronicles. Holy crap, it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited for that game. Do you guys ever have those moments when you are like talking privately with your friends and you say something like, "Man, if Crystal Chronicles ever came out for the Switch, I would be all over that." And then 2 weeks later it happens and you're like, "Well, they're listening to me." Which one? Man, it'd be great if the government gave us a butt ton more money. Wink, wink, FBI agent listening to my stream. Personal. Is that something other countries have? Do they have personal FBI agents for their... Yeah. Thanks for listening to me and keeping me safe, buddy. Oh, is that how it works? Is Jonas my FBI agent? Hey, this guy's starting a YouTube channel. Get somebody that can draw. We gotta get... I think he's starting a cult. I'm pretty sure he's starting a cult. I'm gonna hang out, though, because I like drawing. Further research is required. Got fired. We see that you've been saving all your artwork out, and we're not impressed. So, It sounds like the. It sounds like the. It sounds like a anime story line. I was top of my class at the FBI agency, but then they're like, "You need to learn how to sketch," and I was like, "Oh no, I'm so bad at this." But then I learned that friendship was great, and I could draw really well as long as my friends supported me. That's gonna exist. That's gonna exist in like 2 weeks now, and I'm gonna be like, "The fuck? Come on." Yeah. Yep. Sports animes. That's a thing. Definitely. Have you ever said yes, sir, to your mother? No, not. I don't think I have. I do not think I have. Yeah, on the Switch. On the Switch. I'm super excited for Crystal Chronicles. About Scorn or Crystal Chronicles? Gotcha. Oh man, that is not appropriate. Yep. Boy. Oh no, not the face! Not the face! Oh, gross. Gross. Super cool. That might be good. I have no idea what that game's about. Right? I may have an issue where I skip to the end of videos to see what's actually happening. Well, we did it again today. We drew more rugbies. I don't know if any of these rugbies will make it onto a sticker. Still pretty good, though. Still pretty good. Maybe I'll use these for thumbnails and stuff. That could be fun. Yep. Yep. Yeah, what is the actual premise for Scorn? Because it looks like it has no plot. It looks like it's just trying to be the new Baldur's Gate trailer, but with Geiger stuff. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Gotcha. So it's like Crisis, but with aliens. Gotcha. Wildly inappropriate. No, but seriously, it looks really cool. Really good art. Whoever the animators and designers on that look pretty good. That's totally fine. My spacesuit has an infection. Can you? Do you have any antibiotics for my spacesuit? Yeah, no, actually, there's a lot of research going into that kind of stuff. Just growing They do now. Yep. What was it on Rick and Morty? Ah, you killed my gun! The weird time cop things. That was pretty great. All right, well, we've got some weird rugby things we drew today. I don't know what happened here. This one should really be like this wide. And I just made them way too wide. I'll probably cut it and Photoshop and tighten it up. No. Scorn did not make people go away. It being noon 01 made people go away. So I'm gonna bounce, get some lunch. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow is gonna be apparently it's gonna be the draw day. Tomorrow's community draw day, so everyone can jump in and draw with us. It sounds like we're gonna draw tentacles, which sounds like it might be hard to keep things not weird. So we'll see what happens. There might be a few pauses tomorrow where we ban people from the Discord, but we'll find out what happens. We'll find out what happens tomorrow. Do people want a rugby sticker / shirt? Is that a thing people want? If so, let me know in the comments or in the Discord. The wood Barrington Ale stickers and stuff, I think, are up. I also have the secondary image, the vector one. This is just red. I'll probably put that up here today or tomorrow, and then we'll keep plugging away. Hopefully we'll have a new video out coming out in the next few days, maybe. I'm still struggling with the live recap, but I've also been talking to some musicians, so that could be really fun. We might get some music in here somehow. See how that goes. But until then, check out the merch that supports the channel. The Patreon supports the channel. Yeah. Keep your dice on the table. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Don't let those Backstreet Boys get you down. We'll see you tomorrow. As soon as I